this video, we will check out KYC confirmation process, to help those actually having difficulties in the check interaction. Such countless people were effective in their first endeavor at check, while for some others, it wasn't all that a fruitful experience. The possibility of this part as well, as to lay accentuation on our past and guarantee that everybody get appropriately confirmed. Before we bounce into the check cycle, we should rapidly take a return from Pi Network CEO and like the amount we have come as Pi Network local area. Welcome viewers to Pianta Crypto. Here we bring you the latest updates on cryptocurrencies. Please hit the subscription button, like my video and turn on notifications so you don't miss our next update. This is additionally the start of the final quarter of 2020. We're dealing with starting to empower the first in quite a while of Pi before the finish of the quarter to do as such. We really want a solid method for figuring out which records are valid and dependable, with the goal that agitators can't hold Pi. So that implies pioneers that we all need to cooperate in the impending a long time to guard Pi while we empower these first in application moves. Congrats, pioneers, we've all moved forward to building a social cryptographic money. Pi organization, the star of the crypto coins, the Pi coin will be talked about today. We've discussed this coin a great deal previously, however there's continually a genuinely new thing to find out with regards to the Pi organization. This people group is one of the quickest developing available, and it at first drew the consideration of most of fans. The fruition of the KYC cycle is perhaps the most squeezing concern concerning this coin. This coin and the organization accumulated a great deal of media consideration and allure. We'll endeavor to portray how the organization KYC certificate system functions today. This technique is very clear and we'll do it with extra special care prior to delivering the primary net. The KYC confirmation interaction ought to be finished. The really net will be dispatched soon, and the Pi Network group has started welcoming clients to start the confirmation cycle with north of 29 million individuals on the Raspberry Pi organization. It's not difficult to see the reason why confirmation is important. There is no compelling reason to surge since everybody will at last finish KYC. In the event that you check sooner, you won't get much else. Basically, nobody sees how the Pi Network chooses clients for the KYC interaction. It very well may be because of the date of joining, the quantity of references, the worth of Pi, or something different. Else, assuming that you are picked for KYC confirmation in any structure, you will get a greeting. The notification you'll get will show up as a fundamental warning box in your screen. At the point when you originally opened the application, relax. In the event that you missed it or unintentionally shut it, observe your profile subtleties in settings and close by telephone and Facebook check. You'll see the decision there. Remember that you just have one day to complete KYC before the chance passes to the following client. This is to guarantee that however many people as could be expected under the circumstances overcome the system as fast as plausible. Assuming you're stressed over missing the KYC cut-off time, there's a method for staying away from it. In case you were picked for the KYC methodology, however didn't finish it by the cut-off time, relax. You will be allowed another opportunity. The main thing you can do now is pause. I'm speculating you've been consigned to the back of the line. A definitive reason for the Pi Network is to get everybody through the K.Y.C cycle and secure the organization. So I wouldn't stress excessively. On the off chance that you've selected to do it to finish the KYC technique, you'll need to download the Yoti application. The Pi Network suggests that you download the Yoti application and sweep your administration IDs with it. It changes by country, however you will be given guidelines for examining, after which it will consequently fill in your own data. You ought to likewise know that while you sit tight for the greeting, you can download and set up the Yoti application. You can finish the KYC confirmation when they welcome you. Assuming you've effectively set up Yoti, there is some extra data in regards to the technique that you ought to know about. In any case, first we ask that you prefer our bulletin in backing our endeavors to give you the most exceptional data about the crypto world. We are discussing the KYC check strategy at this moment. So we stopped at the endorsement stage. following which you can restart the Pi network as before. Go to your profile data in site settings and search for the KYC cell off adjacent to the telephone and Facebook confirmation choices, select check, and the Pi will interface with the Yoti application and send the necessary information. There are a couple of minor subtleties to know about with regards to the KYC accreditation methodology. Above all, in principle, you ought to be acquainted with the Pi organization. Assuming you're keen on the check interaction, you ought to be comfortable with the jobs of the Pi network at this point. However, to revive your memory, there are 4 jobs that Pi clients can play. Pi excavators. To be specific, pioneer consistently. A client of the Pi portable application, who is simply affirming that they are not a robot. Each time they sign into the application, this client affirms their character. They can likewise utilize the application to make demands for exchanges, for example, making a Pi installment to another pioneer. The subsequent classification as patron. A worldwide trust diagram will be worked by a client of the Pi portable application who contributes by providing a rundown of pioneers. The individual knows and trusts in total Pi supporters. The third position is envoy, a Pi versatile application client who acquaints different clients with the Pi network hub, a client who is additionally a pioneer, a supporter who has both the Pi portable application and the hub programming introduced on their work area or PC. The Pi hub programming is the program that leads the fundamental SCP calculation while thinking about the contribute trust diagram data. Getting back to the KYC confirmation process for the Pi organization and Yoti application today, the Yoti application is the main decision. Nonetheless, later on, there might be more choices other than Yoti to kike. Nobody can say without a doubt. However, you ought to know that new individuals are joining the organization constantly and they should KYC later on. Therefore, Pi organization ought to set up its own interior KYC system. Regardless, I question you'd lose your rough Pi. In case you were unable to utilize Yoti by a specific date, that will without a doubt be the situation. The Pi network is inconceivable. It has of late outperformed the 29 million client mark. Envision and contextualize these 29 million clients. Assuming this many individuals utilize some other item on the planet, it is a colossal achievement. But certain individuals are incredulous. On the off chance that your YouTube channel has 29 million adherents, for instance, this is an enormous accomplishment and a significant media item. With this one, it's exactly the same thing. WPI arrives at 30 million clients. The essential mining rate will either up to 0.2 Pi each hour or stop totally. This could likewise flag the beginning of stage 3 in the mainnet when Pi will at last turn into a substantial and adaptable digital money. This thought is upheld by the longing for a Pi organization, KYC check process. Most of crypto fans are holding back to witness what will with future and the chance of the social-based confirmation technique. This push toward KYC is pointed toward confirming the authenticity of client accounts, just as the organization well-being and security. So we should separate this into sensible lumps. At the point when we first accessed the Pi application, we saw a connection to finish out kike on the landing page. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe to this channel for more updates.